Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to a Clash of Kings. Yes, I know. I'm uploading a lot of Clash of Kings, but it's because I'm enjoying it right now, and, well, it's probably the most fun mod that I'm playing right now, so that's primarily the reason why I am doing this. So, if you don't like that, then I'm terribly sorry, but that's just how it is right now. But anyway, we are currently having a round 3, shall we say, with Tywin. Yeah, I don't even know, but he's launching an offensive against Broadarch. I actually just took it back right now, right this second, and then he appeared out of nowhere and began the siege almost immediately. Kind of supernatural, really, but anyway, I am going to be cutting away most of the battle here just for streamline purposes, because I have other things that I actually want to do. Yes, believe it or not, I don't actually want to just kill Tywin over and over. No, I'm actually kind of... Oh, and he got eliminated instantly. Isn't that amazing? Oh, yes, he's a very resilient fellow. Not really. He's not a very resilient fellow. But anyway, we're going to try and deal as much damage as we can. How did they move the siege tower immediately? That's kind of unfair. Well, yes, that's actually how it is. Isn't that how it is on this map for the player as well? I think it is. Anyway, yes, I also forgot what I was going to show you beforehand in the previous episode yet again. But it's probably not a good idea that I say that right now, because I'm going to forget it again. Because that's how I roll. That's how I roll. I say, I have something very interesting and great to show you, and then, whoops, I forgot it. Yep, and that's usually how it goes. So I'm gonna probably do that again, and then, yes, then you can tell me in the comments that, you forgot it again. And yes, I'm probably gonna have that, but it's okay because I have you all to remind me, so it's all good. But if I forget, that I'm going to disappoint myself. Oh, that's going to be terrible. But anyway, hopefully I will be able to remember well enough this time that we are needing to show something off here at the end of this particular fight. And as you see, we have already eliminated 105 of them. I cannot believe it. Already 105 of them. So yes, what I did off screen, just a little bit of explanation about what I did. I went all the way to Bravos because I was like, yes, we must go to Bravos and place all of my money in the Iron Bank there. I had sold my prisoners for 10,500. Actually, one of the greatest amounts of money that we have ever gained from prisoners, in actual fact. I suppose it's because we are now selling 100 prisoners at a time instead of 80, so that's probably the reason. And I then noticed that, well... See, that's the thing. I say I noticed, but in actual fact, it was a huge pop-up that happened in the middle of my screen, and it said, Qohor has been eliminated. And so, yes, Qohor, the entire faction, has actually been eliminated. No idea how anyone was able to do that, considering Qohor have pretty amazing units. Well, see, that's the thing. The Scythemen are actually not that good, but the Guardsmen and the Macemen, they're actually amazing, but everyone else is kind of like, they're okay. But... yeah, so it was pretty surprising that they had been eliminated, and that was when I was on my way to Bravos, actually. And so then I decided, hey, you know what, I think I might try and buy another enterprise in nearby Dawn when I got back to Westeros. And what's amusing about that is that I went down to Dawn really fast. I tried to get down there really fast because I was a bit worried about the ungarrisoned Stonehelm, because I'd just taken that, and I thought, okay, well, before I take back Broadarch, I'm gonna just head on over to Dawn and see if I can buy an enterprise or something, because obviously I just put in about 30 or 40,000 to the Iron Bank, and I think we've actually got 180,000 in there now or something, which is pretty nice. I mean, we're obviously going to keep putting our slave trading money into that and keep investing it into that, but I kind of wanted an enterprise of some sort, so I thought to myself, yes, let's go down to Dawn because we are allies with them and see if we can get a nice enterprise. But then, as soon as I found the Guildmaster, which took me 10 minutes, mind you, because it seemed as though the town I was in was pretty tricky to navigate, because me, but anyway, yes, it was pretty tricky to find the guy, and then when I found him, he was like, our lord doesn't like you, and I was like, well, that's amusing, and then I just said to the Guildmaster, does he stumble? And then the Guildmaster just shuffled away from me. He just backstepped, and he was like, no, I'm not getting involved in this discussion. And so then, it was terrible. And then I just head back, and that's when I started the Broadarch siege, took it back, and this is now when Tywin appeared. So there's a little bit of recap there, and I am now going to be cutting away for the last couple of units. Alright, so here we are on the casualties screen, and we gained 4 renown from that. Not that much. It's actually kind of weird seeing as Tywin has so many units. He had 314 as far as I'm aware. Oh no, 304 anyway. And we killed 41 of those. 25 with our bow and 16 with our Coldbringer. Yes, and speaking of weapons, actually, I think I'm going to try to hunt down, like literally hunt down Gregor Clegane. And we're going to see if we can actually take him down and steal his greatsword, because I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty cool. And if we can do that, then that's great. But see, that's the thing. I don't really like using two-handed swords. I know, it's kind of weird. Now that I've gotten used to Coldbringer, I'm just like, oh, I love maces. I really love maces. And it means that I can't... that's the thing, though. It does mean that I can't do any thrusting attacks, and I kind of feel sad about that, because I really... Well, I say but I think Elias really liked thrusting into people's faces and killing them instantly. I mean, the shock on their faces, just from that, you know, that's just priceless, isn't it? You know, it's just absolutely priceless. But, yeah, that would be actually kind of cool to see... Oh, my. Hello, Tywin. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, that would be cool to see, and so I'm thinking... At some point, if I'm able to, and I'm near Westerlands territory or somewhere around there, maybe we could try and track him down, because I think he roams around there a little bit. But anyway, let's see what we can do. Oh, yes, what can we do here? 2 options. Oh, yeah, this is amazing. You are my prisoner now. Yes, you are. And, wow, we've actually got a pretty good relation with Volantis. That's good. And I'll show you why in just a second, but we're going to be taking as many of these guys prisoner as we can. Oh, yes, and I think we may as well just take these outlaws as well, because, I mean, we have the space for them. And we have a masterwork longbow. Is it actually better than what we have? 77 speed rating, 95 accuracy, 37 piercing damage, and this is power draw 7, so no, it's actually not better. Hilariously enough, it's not better than our strong decorated longbow. That's actually kind of weird. I would have thought that it would have been a lot better, but anyway, let's let our campaigns take that. And I think I'm going to just sort out a couple of our prisoners first, and then I'll see you then. Alright, so yes, leaving Broadarch is now met with a bunch of Stormlands vassals outside Rain House. Now, Rain House has actually been given to Connington Bracket, which is perfectly fine. I'm not adverse to other people gaining fiefs and things like that, but we are going to be here to defend this. At least right now, we may show the first reinforcement wave or something along those lines, but yes, we do actually have a couple of people to level up here. I'm actually going to be giving her a little bit more in Weapon Master, because I'd like her skills to go up a little bit quicker. And then we have Alan here as well, and oh, well, he obviously just needs a little bit more in strength there, because, well, you know, more power strike, you know, that's going to make him a lot more powerful and everything. And then we have Grazdon here with a huge two-handed sword, so I would assume a little bit more strength as well is going to help him out. And what else do we have here? Ah, Bryndon! Oh, excellent! Oh, yes, it's very nice to always see Bryndon here. Let's go for some more engineering and first aid. And, oh, yes! More in crossbows. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to do as well. Yes, many of you have actually been saying that we should give him a crossbow. And that's a good idea, in actual fact. That is a good idea. Unfortunately, I keep forgetting. Every single time. Every single time. So, let's see. What are we going to do? 16 strength? Does he have 16? No, he doesn't have 16 strength. It would be nice to get him some more strength. So, after he gets to 21 intelligence... we're then going to start getting his strength up, because right now he doesn't really need the armor, I would say. He's okay. I mean, he doesn't get taken out that often, I would say, for us to warrant getting him some more armor and things like that. So I think it's okay right now just to concentrate on group skills, considering he is basically the only reason our units are getting knocked unconscious and so on and so forth. So I think that's pretty good. And also now this gives me an opportunity. Oh no, they're all running away. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, well, I suppose we can still get a couple of people in here. And yes, this is the thing that I almost forgot again. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we renamed our party. Yeah, I've been meaning to show you for the past 2 or 3 episodes, but yeah. I renamed the party, and you can do that by going into the camp menu and taking an action. Then you can change your party's name. You can also redye the factions if you so desire and modify your noble banner and so on. So that's pretty cool. And without further ado, I think it's a good time to head on in. And we're going to try and take these guys down. And they have 277. I'm a little bit worried now. Am I worried? I'm not entirely sure. Am I? I don't know. But we're going to see if they have what it takes to take us on. Of course, they outnumber us. So in theory, the AI shouldn't be using the sort of lame tactic of standing in their own reinforcement zone. So hopefully that's not going to happen, and we're... Oh no, they seem to be sending a couple of their cavalry ahead, and they seem to actually be moving from their initial starting point, so pretty happy with that, but you never know. Maybe they're going to turn tail and run, just like they usually do. Yes, that would be pretty disappointing, I gotta say. Come on, guys, hello there. Are you going to lance me in the face? Oh, wow, we already sniped one of them. That's pretty nice. So I guess we're just going to charge our cavalry in, because apparently they're all just charging in straight off. Okay. That's kind of weird. That is kind of weird, and we're going to tell our infantry to charge in as well. Our guardsmen can obviously stand up on the hill here if they can get free of all of these terrible cavalry. Yes, terrible. That's what I said. Anyway, let's try and take these guys to... Ah, never mind. I think I know the reason why they have so many cavalry. Harmer Dog's Head is actually part of this particular contingent of Stormlands vassals, and as a result, that is causing them to have many more wildling horsemen, of course. So that is the reason why there are so many, and yes, primarily the reason why we are having such a aggressive start to this particular battle. But yeah, this is actually causing them more harm than good, because they are literally just running in here with reckless abandon, and they are not going to be able to stand up very much longer to our assault. I mean, basically, look at that. All of their cavalry has already been eliminated. They had about 45 of them, and now they're just left with a very small contingent of archers and infantry, and we can extremely easily eliminate them. As you can see, they're already running. I'm going to have to move my guardsmen up here, because I don't want them to be less effective as time goes on. And they have a huge amount of Stormlands hammermen too, which is even better because they have no shields. Of course, it would be better if I could actually hit one of them, wouldn't it? Yeah. As you can see, they're actually doing quite an annoying thing where they're just going, oh, I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to walk back and forth, because that's what I do, apparently. We did kill 2 of them, though, at least. Okay, let's keep moving our guardsmen up, because we need them to be effective as much as possible anyway, because they are the linchpin, basically, in our army. So let's go. There we go. Oh, that was... Oh, did you hear that? That was almost bone crunching. Almost bone crunching. So that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. That's exactly why I like the mace as well. It actually makes really sort of satisfying combat sounds instead of a sword that is just going to go clink, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's actually kind of cool to have a mace for once as well, because usually we're using a sword, you know, we're using a one-handed sword and a shield, or we're using a crossbow or something like that. We're never actually using a two-handed mace. So it's actually pretty nice to see a little bit of a difference there. And that's the thing, most people would want to use a two-handed sword or a one-handed sword or something, but it's actually really cool to be able to take prisoners as well at a really alarming rate. I mean, we have guardsmen, right? And guardsmen, some of the time, actually have blunt weapons too. So if you can imagine having blunt weapons yourself and then also having units that use blunt weapons, that's going to be insane for the amount of prisoners that you're able to take. And you can blatantly tell that we are taking a huge amount, so it's not really a bad thing at all. Not really a bad thing at all. So we're going on our death march right now. It's actually going very, very well. I was going to shoot that guy, but nevertheless he got taken out. It's going very well, and wow, it seems like... Oh yes, I left Brynden all the way back there. That's actually... Oh, wait. Was he eliminated, or is he actually even in this fight? I don't even know. Maybe he was eliminated in the initial charge. If so, then we're actually doing pretty well considering. So, okay, we're just going to continue using our archers to push forward and make our presence known, because that's what we do. And, yes, there we are. Oh. Yes, yes, smash them, bash them, and do all kinds of other things. There we are. Okay, well, this is going well, especially considering that most of these fellows don't even have shields, which is, oh, a grievous error. They must know that Stumble person has huge amounts of archers and very, very good infantry in actual fact, because, I mean, we know that the guardsmen are actually pretty good infantry as well as being archers, so that's pretty nice, I've got to say. No. Yeah, oh, now you're turning tail, aren't you? Yes, I will shoot you. I will miss. And then I will hit, yes, because that's what happens. Of course. Okay, so far everything seems to be going swimmingly, but the main problem with it is the fact that... Oh, I'm getting pushed. Where am I... What? What was I being pushed by? I didn't seem to be getting pushed by anything. That was kind of weird. Okay. It seemed to be pushed a little bit to the front, but never mind. Okay, oh, it could be Lineria. Lineria did that, maybe. Ah, well, that's not very nice. She may want me to stumble, perhaps. Maybe that would actually be good, because then we can instill fear in the enemy. I mean, that's what we do, isn't it? I mean, yes, we stumble, and then everyone's just like, oh, shivers all over from the stumble, because once you have the stumble and shivers, you never recover, because that's deadly, you know. It's a deadly disease, and only Elias can inflict it, because it's his mere presence alone that causes such a terrible illness to occur in the enemies. Yes, that would have been better if I hadn't misspoke there slightly. But anyway, the terror has been instilled in each and every one of you, unless you laugh at the stumble. If you laugh at the stumble, then you're immune, of course. But anyway, let's try and shoot these fellows, and miss many times, of course. So come on, can you actually kill them, please? Can you? There we are. We haven't actually stumbled this episode, which is kind of weird. Can I try and stumble now? I'm gonna just. It's not gonna happen, is it? It's really not gonna happen now, because we've actually won already. Oh, okay. Well, I suppose that's okay. Okay, wait. Maybe I can do it before the victory thing comes up. No. Yeah. There's only a percentage chance, of course, but moving back and forth quickly apparently causes it. I don't even know. But we lost 12 units. Not bad at all. Did we actually lose Brynden there? Yes, Brynden. He got eliminated pretty early on, so that's kind of sad. But we killed 47. Well, actually not killed. We actually wounded 38, killed 9. So at least we know now what I kill with archery and what I kill with the two-handed sword. I have two-handed mace. Two-handed mace. Yes, I have a two-handed mace, not a sword. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to be taking everything. Can we actually take everything? I somehow think that we probably won't be... Ooh, we are. Oh, fantastic. That point in prisoner management is certainly not going to waste. We are going to be taking every single peasant and villager. Now we have 4 armed villagers. Ah, now they've just mated with some aliens, so they have 4 arms now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, great. So, yes, we can take all of the loot as well. I also sold all of our companions' loot as well, so that actually gained us, I don't know, I think about 15 to 20,000 or something, so that was pretty amazing. They just continued selling over and over and over, even when I went to every single town that I stopped at, so it was pretty cool. Otherwise, that will be it for this episode. A nice sort of cleansing of the countryside surrounding our area. It seems as though we have now more or less solidified our claim on this area of Westeros, so we should be fine to now launch another offensive at an alternate fief. One of you did actually suggest that we go for Blackhaven and Nightsong, because then that would actually maybe help the Dawn units to push forward. So maybe we'll do that. Who knows? So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.